We are one day away from the divisional matchup with the Chicago Bears versus the Los Angeles Rams. Cj Gardner Johnson will be back. We're going to talk about it. What's the biggest advantage the Chicago Bears have in this matchup versus the Rams? We'll discuss that as well. And do we think Matt LaFleur gave Sean McVay a couple tips on Ben Johnson? Pause. Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it all down, but you got to hear the music first.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, Chicago Bear fans? Welcome back into Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by C-Dubb on this beautiful, gloomy Saturday. And it's cold and a mofo outside. But nonetheless, if you're tuned in, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. C-Dubb, what's the word?
What's the word? One more day to go, man. There's one more day.
One more day to go, brother. And hey, we got good news regarding our Chicago Bears, man. Cj Gardner Johnson will be back for the Chicago Bears defense. I think it's a huge improvement, a huge weapon to have back. Nick McLeod is out. We good. Nonetheless, we ready to rock and roll. How you feeling about having Cj Gardner Johnson back?
Hey, with this place that we found ourselves in the NFL season, NFL tournament, to go to the Super Bowl, every game becomes the most important game of the season. And in the most important game of the season, you want to have all your assets. And Cj Gardner Johnson has been absolutely terrific since we got him in like week 5. I think it was week 5, week 6. Since we got Cj Gardner, all he did was create sacks, get interceptions, just make plays on the football field. We need all our pieces, all our pawns, all our knights. I don't know the other pieces on the chessboard. I don't play chess too much.
Pawns.
I said pawns. Knights, queens, and kings.
I missed that one.
Yeah, so we need all our pieces, bro. If we finna go into and it's win or go home, it's cutthroat now, bro. We need all our guns, bro. We need to be packing.
I agree with you. I think that just having the addition of Cj Gardner Johnson opens up a little bit more for Dennis Allen and his defense to go out there and attack this Rams offense. When I look at the Rams, they love to go heavy 13 personnel. That's one running back, 3 tight ends. And then they love lining up Puka Nacua just about everywhere on the field. The slot, outside the numbers, in the backfield. And they going to feed him. I think he had like 10 catches last week versus the Carolina Panthers. That's how important he is to them. And that's something that they're going to do. In the second half of last week's game versus Green Bay Packers, Dennis Allen did a hell of a job in the second half, coming out with double corner blitzes, lining Austin Booker up inside C-Dubb and running stunts that way. I think that's something that you can utilize in this game. If you could slow down this run game, you give yourself a strong chance. And I think Cj Gardner Johnson, with the addition of Kyler Gordon and having both of those guys be physical defensive backs, that help a lot of things of what the Chicago Bears want to do, bro. Is how excited are you to see a Cj Gardner or a Kyler Gordon blitz? That's all I gotta ask.
Yeah, you gotta be super excited to see that both of these guys specialize in those nickel blitzes per se. Yeah, it's gonna be really good to see those guys out there or see CJ out there, and hope that we ready to go, because it's gonna be a tough one. In the Chicago Bears defensive backfield have not played up to our expectations this season. We thought they were going to be one of the best defensive backfields in the league, and it started off that way, kind of tailed off a little bit, kind of inconsistent in the middle part of the season to the end. Let's see if they could put together their best game of the season. I'm just talking about the defensive backfield. Let's see if they can put the best together.
If they play like how they played in that second half, they'll be they
Yeah.
should be good moving forward. And that's one of the things, and while we going on into the next subject of the biggest advantage the Chicago Bears have in this game. A lot of people are gonna look at the run game, which is valid, but I think that I gotta look at the opponent. Their defensive backfield is a liability. I looked last week and Bryce Young was dicing their ass up. When you want to go up and match up against them, they just couldn't keep up, especially in man coverage. And then when they played zone, the guys couldn't really get downhill to tackle in the open field. So if the Chicago Bears want to go out there and put up points early and often, they have to execute the plays, because you can very well, if you can get past the pass rush, because the pass rush is no slouch. Jared Verse, Byron Young, and all those other guys that's on the defensive line, if you can get past that, and I believe we have the guys up front to be able to get the job done, you can very well take advantage of this Rams defense, because their defensive backfield is just simply a liability. So my biggest advantage in this game is, hey, we have the wide receivers to take advantage of those defensive backs. C-Dubb, what's your biggest advantage in this game?
And I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said. Me too. I've been watching the Los Angeles Rams defensive backfield, and they haven't been playing up to par. This is a good team, but the defensive backfield, there are rooms to attack them. But I'm gonna go a different route than you going. You going receivers overall. I'm going the seams, and that means the tight ends. I'm going with a top 5 tight end in this league right now in Colston Loveland to continue to destroy any defense that's put in his way. You could put a defensive back on him. You could put a linebacker on him. It don't matter who you put on him. The kid gets open, and he has the best hands on the team. And also, I'll add in a top 15 tight end in the league in Cole Kmet on the other side as well. I think the Bears dominate the seams in this game, and Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet are the cogs to that.
I like that, and I like the way that you went with that, because last week, Colston Loveland, 8 receptions, $137,
bro.
Rookie in his first playoff game, C-Dubb.
Bro.
In that second half, Caleb Williams, he just leaned on Colston Loveland. Yeah, he found his others. He found the others. You know what I'm saying? They got some too, but when it was time to make plays, Colston Loveland was getting the call, and that's been like that for the last few weeks. So
I don't even think it's the debate who his favorite receiver is now. I don't even think it's a debate.
It's
Colston.
Yeah, right now it was wrong, but who knows? I think that the game plan gonna call for Colston Loveland to be heavily involved to take advantage of them defensive backs, because he's a wild card, bro. And in week 6, if you would have been like, I think Colston Loveland top 5, right, you know I would have gave you pushback. But I can't argue today. I can't argue today.
Y'all see it in your eyes,
bro. Going in, when you line them up, you gonna say Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, and then you gotta start saying, okay, who else? Dallas Goedert, give me Colston. You know what I'm saying? You can throw a couple names out there. I ain't trying to do a comparison right now and break it all down, but that shit will be, it's going to be a sight to see, bro. I can't wait to see it. Now, before we get into this mailbag, bro, something funny. Just something funny real quick.
What happened?
We hearing Stephen A coming out talking about, I'm hearing Matt LaFleur has friends and they're not happy. Duh. Like, I don't know why people act like this is not what we supposed to be doing. Like, if C-Dubb got beef, I don't even got to know what your face look like. But if C-Dubb like, I don't fuck with Jim, I'm going to be like, I don't fuck with Jim neither. That's it. It's that simple. I don't know why we acting like, and that's the thing that has been funny as ever all week. It's a rivalry game.
Yeah, bro.
And it's competition. You think we supposed to go into a game and be kiki and ha-ha with somebody we trying to knock their head off? Save me with the BS, but hey, do you think Matt LaFleur called Sean McVay and gave him any tips? Pause.
Of course he called him, and who gives a shit? Who cares? All of what nephew just said. I'm just really disappointed in the Green Bay Packers and the Green Bay Packer fans, bro. We are ops, bro. We don't like each other, bro. It's a rivalry, like nephew said, bro. Who gives a shit? Why y'all keep complaining and we going too far and shit? Ain't no going too far. We ops forever, bro. It's been that way for almost 100 years. It's gonna continue
100 years.
It's gonna continue to be that way. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, bro? Y'all acting like some snowflakes right now, Green Bay. Y'all acting like some fucking snowflakes, bro. Man the fuck up, bro. It's not easy anymore. I see what's really going on. This ain't easy for y'all no more. Y'all can always count on beating us 2 times. Now there's a competition. Y'all want to punk out? Y'all some soft ass motherfuckers, bro. Y'all soft.
Hey, I gotta talk my talk. Hey, Green Bay, y'all down bad. They created a fuck Ben Johnson shirt, C-Dubb. They down bad, bro. They down bad.
Ben Johnson rage baiting the shit out of their heads. He rage.
You wanna know what I love though? Like, remove all the surface stuff and just dig a little deeper. It's not my take, but I heard it, so I'm gonna just put it out there. Nobody is talking about the players. Everything is directed at the coach. So he taking all the heat and quieting the noise and keeping the guys focused. I love it.
Perfect. That's a great take. It's great.
I forgot where I heard it from, but it was a great take. My bad, homie. You did. I'm not saying it's my take, but I was like, oh shit, that's actually a great point.
That's a great
Normally
take.
we always hearing about Caleb Williams and he can't get the offense. All week we've been talking about the handshake all week.
Y'all such a crybabies, bro.
Shut the fuck that up. Handshake, man.
Give me y'all lunch money, bro. I'm starting to think y'all soft as hell, bro.
We hungry.
Y'all shit. We hungry, bro. Give me your lunch money, bro.
Hey, man, we about to get into this mailbag real quick. And before we do so, here's a message from our sponsors at DraftKings.
What's going on? It's your boy Hayes, and I've teamed up yet again with DraftKings Sportsbook to get you guys an amazing offer. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins. All you got to do is sign up using the promo code BEARCENTRAL. And with that, you can stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. If you love the thrill of live betting, DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on star player props and in-game progress right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't even worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot to win cash prizes. All you got to do is use the code BEARCENTRAL. It's the name of the channel that you're on, so you already know it. You hear every single day. Use that code, and DraftKings got you covered. And tell them, hey, sent you. Bear down, y'all. Peace.
All right, now that you heard from our sponsors, now it's time to get into the mailbag officially. C-Dubb, this first one is from Greedy.
Greedy?
Yo, it's Greedy, man. Hey, shout out to y'all at Chicago Bears Central, man. Man, I'm ready for this next game, man. Hey, I got faith in my team all the way through, man. Hey, one thing I know about the Bears for sure is that we a second half team. And this whole season, we play better the second half. And I feel like it's gonna be a time where we're gonna have a full quarter game. You know what I'm saying? I just, I feel like the Rams, they're a good team. We played them last season, A lot of people don't realize we beat them last season. Puka was out, but we still beat them, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like we got a better coach, better scheme. We got a better defense playing better. I feel like, in this Soldier Field, we got the advantage, and people don't see that what can possibly happen, man. They don't really think we can do it. I got Super Bowl expectations just off the strength of how good our quarterback is. I think our quarterback, the run game, my offense is just electric. You know what I'm saying? And we got Rome. We got a two-headed monster at the running back. You know what I'm saying? Everything is, and Caleb, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I always think Caleb, when I turned on that tape, I think I think he was different, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, we already got a good defense, a decent defense, but we just needed somebody to get us over, you know what I'm saying, take us over. And some moments he do that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Most of the time, And now we got a good play caller. But one thing for sure, man, Soldier Field is going to be rocking. I'ma tune in with y'all Sunday, man. Y'all know y'all my boys, man. I fuck with y'all a long way, And man, I got us winning, man. Them Browns fans don't think we got a chance. I think we do, man, because hey, any given Sunday, when they came out today, we ready. You feel me? I knew what it was. I think Soldier Field. Man, I ain't felt nothing like that since like Urlacher days or like like Super Bowl days. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. Like I felt it. You know what I'm saying? That's why when they was down, I didn't lose faith because I felt the energy in that building and the air through the TV. It's crazy. You feel me? I felt the energy. And one thing for sure, that Bear energy is something different, though. Hey, y'all, fuck the Rams. Bear down, baby. Fuck Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know how I'm rocking, man.
For sure. Shout out to Greedy C-Dubb. In another voicemail, he also mentioned that in the fourth quarter, the Bears get us on the edge of our seats, like how it was when Devin Hester was back there returning kicks. Like you just had to watch and just had that anxious feeling of what was about to happen. So just to add some more context from the two voicemails that Greedy left, but we only played one today. C-Dubb, what you got?
Shout out to Greedy. I like that comparison that you said to Devin Hester and the excitement. I would like to throw out a comparison to I compare Caleb Williams to Reggie Miller when the game is on the line. Like it just makes some incredible things the things that shouldn't happen, but you could do whatever you want with that. I got 2 points off this voicemail here. First off, I love the energy that you got. I love that the Chicago fans have confidence in their team. First, I want to ask you a question, nephew, really quick. When I name you the weapons, the offensive air weapons on both teams, I want to tell you are they equal? Is one side better than the other, or what? Los Angeles Rams, Adams, Puka, Matt. Bears, Caleb, Rome, DJ Moore, Colston, Loveland, Burden, and Komet.
I think it's pretty even.
I think it's even. Okay.
I think if you want me to break it down for like number one wide receiver, if you're going number one wide receiver, Puka is the best receiver on the field. That's going to be on the field. But then after that, you got to start throwing Bear names in there. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And as far as cold as the cold being advantage, the media can tell you that it ain't going to be a problem all they want because they ain't the ones standing in the fucking cold. The cold is nature, and you can never defeat nature, especially if you from way over on the West Coast in California, which never gets lower than 50 degrees. I think nephew been down there. I ain't never been down there.
I ain't never been to Cali.
It never gets lower than like 50 degrees. So it's going to play a role, at least early, I think, until you get your body into it, until the adrenaline start pumping, and you got to get to the mission at hand. The cold will definitely be a factor tomorrow.
For sure. I like what Greedy said here. I think that this matchup is going to be, it's to C-Dubb's point, the most important game of the season. Because next week is going to be the next important game of the season if the Bears advance. But I think that one of the things that I'm going to be looking at in this matchup is just simple. How the Bears defend that 13-man personnel. I think that's a crucial thing because they run a lot of sweeps out of that. They run tight end screens out of that. But I'm interested to see. But I'm confident that the guys will be able to do some things versus them in this run game. We know Caleb gonna throw the ball, but can the run game start to wear this team down or that defensive line down? Because once you then turn to the pass game, those defensive backs can be had, bro. Those defensive backs can be had. So
really quick, what strategy defensively, like in a particular game this season, would you like to be brought to the Ram game? Me, it's the Philadelphia Eagles game. The way we played offensively and defensively. That's how I want us to approach this Rams game. How you want them to approach the game?
I think I will agree with that. Beat their ass up front and then take advantage when you can down the field because they got a cornerback in Forbes who been getting cooked all season. All season. And you know what I'm saying? Those guys is to back to your cold point. We heard NFL players talking all week. He was like, bro, that's a mental game to play in the cold. He said, if you're not mentally prepared to play in the cold, you will freeze up and lose.
Yeah.
So we got to see if these guys are going to be mentally prepared to be out there in the cold, because they said those hits, they hurt a lot harder.
Yes.
A lot more, excuse me. So we'll see what happens, bro. I'm excited. But I agree with you. I think the Philadelphia Eagles game plan is something that you can lean on for sure. But I appreciate the call, Gritty. Now it's time to get into the next one, C-Dubb. This next one is from Ant, the Army vet.
Ant.
Yo, what up, fellas? This is the Army vet. Just calling in about this game on Sunday. I want to appreciate Hayes, though, for pulling up that stat that I didn't know. 1-0 against him. That's not a big sample size. So, you know, I'm still going into this game with a little bit of reserve just because I don't know. I mean, it's the Rams and Stafford, and they firing on all cylinders. So, you know what I'm saying? That's going to make me a little bit nervous. But I do want to point out something that I think we got a little bit of advantage on that I haven't heard nobody talk about. So the Rams, they went to Carolina for the wild card game, and there was a dog fight. They was in a dog fight just like we was in a dog fight. And it took everything they had all the way up to like the last, 30, 40 seconds of their game for them to pull out that win. And then they had to fly all the way back home. So Carolina's not a cold state, but it gets pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? My wife is from Charlotte, so I know it ain't that cold. So they left there, went to LA back in the warm, and then they got to travel to Chicago back in the cold, like in the real cold. That traveling might hurt them a little bit because they players ain't have a whole lot of time to get super healthy. Yeah, they had a whole week and a day, but they was in the dogfight like we was in the dogfight. And the only advantage we have with this dogfight is we didn't have to travel. You know what I'm saying? We stayed at the crib. So they traveling across country and then back across country and then halfway across the country. Like, they players may be a little bit tired and jet lag, and like I heard their coach say, like, he got a lot of players that played in college in the cold and all these other things. Like, everybody know, man, it's a different Chicago cold coming off that lakefront, bro. Like, you can say you got players playing in the cold in, like, Michigan or Ohio or whatever, but, like, man, even Justin Fields came from Ohio State and said, like, it's a different cold in Chicago. Like, it's just different, bro. So they can say whatever they want to about the weather, but them traveling and then hitting that weather, I think that might give us a slight advantage. I don't know. That's just my take. Let me know what you fellas think. As always, shout out up, bear down. Hey, Dub, it's divisional playoffs, baby. Let's go get it.
Appreciate the call and appreciate your service as always. And I love Charlotte as well. So shout out to Charlotte too. And when it comes to the advantage of the travel in the cold, I think it could be a thing to where it plays into fatigue a little bit. But at the end of the day, my Chicago Bears still got to take care of business. And this is why I was so excited that they got the number 2 seed, because if we would have been the 7th seed, we would have been on the road right now. But we're not. We're actually at home again. And you are 100% correct, bro. When I lived in Chicago, it was crazy wintertime. I used to travel to work on the L, the Blue Line specifically, to go to work downtown Chicago. And I had my McDonald's uniform on, but over that uniform, I had on sweats, a hoodie, and a peacoat. And guess what? The wind was still doing, lifting all that shit up and saying, that shit was blowing right through. So I'm with you. Indiana cold is not the same as Chicago cold. Ohio cold, I know for a fact, is not Chicago cold. We'll see if it plays into. We'll see if it favors us though. C-Dubb, what you got?
Yeah. I also been looking at the Rams, and I've been diving a little deep. A lot of people said that the Rams had some type of tough schedule. Well, if it was tough against the playoff teams that's in the playoffs this year, the Rams are 3-5, including 2 losses to the Carolina Panthers.
One loss.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, they played in the second time in the playoffs and won.
Okay. I think I got two losses. They lost
Dang.
early in the season
Yeah, that was the one. And then they played them
in the
in the playoffs.
In the playoffs,
They
so
beat
that's
them.
2 losses. Oh
The
yeah,
Rams
you're
beat
right.
them.
You're right. But anyway, that'll make them 3-4 against playoff teams that played in the playoffs this season. I kind of think that they peaked a little early in the season. They were the number 1 seed for most of the season and kind of fell off at the end when teams get more desperate and teams begin to focus more on winning and trying to get into the playoffs. They kind of tailed off at the end, winning only like two out of the last 4 games that they played. They're still a good team. They got weapons all over the place on offense, but I think we got the same amount of weapons. It might even be more on our side. If anything, I don't think there's no advantage nowhere in this game. I think this is an even matchup. The cold might give the Bears a little bit of advantage. It depends on how good of a start the Bears are going to be in. But I don't think, look at the Rams like they just this unbeatable Star Wars type, Death Star type team. I don't see it. I don't know why everybody's so afraid.
One advantage before we move into the last voicemail, one advantage that we did mention is the Rams special teams. The Rams special teams was so bad this year, they fired their coach. And guess what happened last week? A punt was blocked. So they still not good on special teams. That's something to think about. Not necessarily saying it's going to work for us, but it's something to think about in the Chicago wind when you need that kicker to kick. But hey, appreciate the call, Ant. We're going to get it to the last one, C-Dubb. This last one is from Milton.
Hey, Chicago Bears Central. Some Cognac boys. What it do? It's Milton the Dark Knight calling back in on this beautiful Friday evening after a very, very victorious Packers win this past weekend. Still reveling in it. I'm still up here. I'm still on that high because we beat their asses twice. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Bobby, I'm going to have to add more to your list. He's already said Darren Orlovsky. Told him to step to the front and everything after he was talking shit about we weren't going to get in and Caleb wasn't this, that, and the third. Let me add some more names to that list, man. Javon Bullard for the Packers, the safety. He's talking about no disrespect, but Caleb ain't do shit special. Well, guess what? He's doing something special now. Where's your ass at? Home. You're home. You and the rest of your team, you ain't doing shit. You gonna go play with yourself. We playing football over here. We ain't got time for the bitching and crying and stuff. Next, some of these Bears fans up there just want to call us out and saying, I hate this team. I'm quitting on this team. Well, guess what? They're still going. Whether if we win tomorrow, the game this weekend or not, I'm still rocking with the Bears, man. Simple as that. So all y'all turnstile fans, y'all know what y'all can do, man. All of y'all. And then the media on top of that. Y'all gonna talk about Ben Johnson needs to apologize for saying fuck the Packers because he can't stand that team. Well, I'm going to double down on that. Let me say it like this. Motherfuck the Packers. Go ahead, coach. You don't apologize for shit. When they're all beating our asses, we didn't tell them to apologize for any damn thing. No. Enjoy this win. They're going to just have to eat cake. Fuck them. Motherfuck the Packers, man. But anyway, on to this game, to the defense. Only thing I got to say is when you try to go for an interception, grab the ball, go into the fetal position, and go on the ground. You don't let that ball up until the ref say, hey, guess what? It's Bears ball. It's turned over on downs from the Rams. We got the ball back. And the offense, man, we got to play a full 4 quarters, man. Field goals, touchdowns or something. I'd rather 7-3, but you better get the points and score. When you get the turnovers, you better capitalize on it. And just to let all y'all know, a little trivia fact, this is going to be a revenge game for the Rams because you got to think back 40, 41 years ago, we are the ones that beat the Rams en route to the Super Bowl that year. We ended up winning. So they're going to be looking out for blood. So all I'm going to say is the Bears, we're going to have to be on our game. I'm predicting, and I'm speaking into the atmosphere, Bears victory, Bears victory, Bears victory. Chicago up, Bear down. Fellas, I'll holler at y'all the next one. Go Bears!
Oh, bro.
That man Milton came with some fire.
I love that energy, bro. Hey, shout out Milton, and I'm going, nephew.
Yeah, you finna go, but he talking about that Rams game when Devin Hester was 2 times the game. Oh my god.
Hey, yeah, man. The Bears. I just can't wait for this. But I just wanted to touch on this point. Get ready, Chicago fans. Get ready, Chicago Bears fans. With the success that this team is going to have in a not so distant future, we are going to become the most hated team in the NFL. Look at the Kansas City Chiefs. They are the most hated team in the NFL. Why? Because they win and they got them bubbling personalities on their team. Caleb is a superstar. Once he started adding wins like he's doing this year, you see what's happening. He's infamous. Either you're going to love him or you're going to hate him. And it's more hate than love at this point. It's just going to happen. It's imminent. We should get used to it and we should love it, because to be hated means that you're doing something good. So it's coming, baby. The Bears about to be the most hated team in sports. The Chicago Bears.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, but I think that was a hell of a point. And when you talk about the hate, Tom Brady was hated too.
Yep.
Because he won. I'm not saying the Bears are gonna go win 6 championships, y'all. I'm not saying that. But look at the track record of the coaches that we had before Ben Johnson, the asshole. Matt Nagy, Mark Trestman, John Fox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is dry.
Dry. Guys that wanted to toe the line. Ben Johnson said, fuck the line.
Fuck the line.
We don't like them. I don't care how y'all feel about it. And stood at the podium and said, I talked to George McCaskey and he feel the same way.
Oh, bro.
That's organizational structure that is in line. No more nice guy shit. And hindsight is 2020. We was excited for the HBO show. I can't think of the name right now. Hard Knocks. They took out all the cuss words. Soft shit.
Soft shit.
Ben Johnson said, fuck that. I hate those guys.
Yep.
It's a new thing brewing in Chicago. However far we go. But I am very confident that this thing will be moving for years to come. And we will be a problem.
Yeah.
That's just how I'm feeling. Because this guy's a maniac. We have the quarterback that is a petty mofo. Every time somebody took a shot. In fact, if the Bears win tomorrow, I expect more trolling online from Caleb Williams, because it's a couple personalities that said, I believe the Rams put up 40 on the Chicago Bears. Yeah, Nick Wright. One of the guys I enjoy listening to, too.
Yeah.
He said the Rams putting up 42 points on the Bears, and the Bears are only going to score 28 points. 42-28.
We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I love
it, though. I love to be in this position. You can only love it.
I just want to say this to the Green Bay Packers and the Green Bay Packer fans. We're going to need y'all to pull yourselves up by your bootstraps, bro. We're going to need y'all to get up to this, bro. We taking y'all with us, bro. If we go up, y'all go up, in a sense, because y'all the ops. Y'all going to be right there by us. We going to need y'all to step up and pull up your fucking bootstraps, bro. Every fucking, what is a good bad guy? Every Joker needs a fucking Batman. Y'all want to be Batman? We gonna be Joker. Y'all be Batman. Pull your fucking straps up and be a hero.
They go C-Dubb trying to play mind games again. But hey, that is it for us.
We the villains,
today,
nephew.
y'all.
Absorb it. We the villains.
That is it for us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode, man. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well, man. Enjoy these playoff games that's coming on later today. And y'all already know we're going to be right back tomorrow with the pregame and the live with the postgame, seeing if our Chicago Bears can pull it off and move on to the NFC Championship game. We shall see. But hey,
damn skirts down.
Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell as well, man. You want to be a part of the Mailbag episode, the number to do so is 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm Bobby. That's C-Dubb. We out of here. Shot town up, bear down, man.
They calling us names. Bitch ass motherfucker.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.